The life of the GTO Judge. The Judge option was available only 3 years, 1969 to 1971. If you're in the market for a Judge, one thing to note is that none were built before January 1969, and none were made after January 1971. A good way to determine if you have a real Judge is to see the original factory build sheet. These were placed in various places, under the back seat, under the dash, and even under the carpet, but more than likely have disappeared. If you have the VIN number, you can obtain information from the Pontiac Historic Services, or the PHS. The 1969 Judge came with a spoiler on the trunk and 2 heavy-duty torque rods to hold up the trunk lid. It came with 14 by 6 inch Rally 2 wheels without trim rings and tricolored side body stripes. The Judge decals were put on the front of the front fenders as well as the top right-hand side of the trunk spoiler. After production of the first 2,000 Judges, the decal was placed on the glove box door. The standard Judge engine was the 400 Ram Air 3. There were 6,725 hardtops and 108 convertibles built in 1969. The factory build sheet will show Judge option RPO 554 UPC WT1. The 1970 Judge came with a redesigned lighter spoiler on the trunk and only 1 heavy-duty torque rod installed on the left-hand side of the trunk. It came with 4 by 16 inch Rally 2 wheels with trim rings as an option. Tricolored side body stripes were on the front and rear fender creases. The Judge decals were on the front fenders behind the wheel wells, on the trunk lid, and the glove box door. The standard Judge engine was the 400 Ram Air 3, with the 455 being offered later in the year. There were 3,797 hardtops and 162 convertibles built in 1970. The factory build sheet will show the Judge option RPO 332 UPC T1. The 1971 Judge came with the unchanged spoiler on the trunk. You could choose between 4x7 and 15x7 Rally 2 wheels, with honeycomb rims as an option. It also came with tricolored side body stripes on the front and rear fender creases. The Judge decals were on the front fenders behind the wheel wells. The standard and only Judge engine was the 455 high output. The 455 HO decals were on both sides of the trunk lid spoiler and on the glove box. There were 357 hardtops and 17 convertibles built in 1971. The factory build sheet will show Judge option RPO 332 UPC WT1. All information that was read off here came from gtoalley.com/judge.html. This is a great website to know anything about the GTO engines, the Judge. Let me just go ahead and read off some of the things. The GTO engines, the Judge, lost and found, production, transmissions, the VIN numbers, Pontiac ads, and links. So go ahead and check them out. Again, gtoalley.com/judge.html. That is gtoalley.com/judge.html. Thank you. And any photos that you saw during this video came from the random search engines known as Bing.com, Google.com, Yahoo.com. Just search up Pontiac GTO, either 1969, 1970, or 1971, and you will find the photos. Thank you, and goodbye.